Hello everyone, this is Joe, Four Soft Corners here, and for today's video I'm going to continue on with my look at the cards I have for the sets through the 60s. Today we have 1966 Topps. Again, not a set I have a ton of cards for, but just want to document them if I ever, not exactly sure what I'm going to do, if I'm going to continue on with building any of these sets or try and move any of these cards towards other sets, but just like to see, have a reference of what I have, just show them off and talk about the set a little bit. So start off with a Hall of Famer here and a nice second year Jim Catfish Hunter card. So again, like 65, this set is 598 cards. This is one where I don't know if I get down to it, if I'd like to try and pick up as the set, like try and build the set eventually, or kind of move on from it and just have a few select cards from it. Like I mentioned last video, some guys, especially like this, like non-Hall of Famers, who some guys I think should be Hall of Famers, or I just like to collect because they're somewhat forgotten because they aren't Hall of Famers. This is a great example here with Curt Flood. So going forward, instead of building sets or just picking up focusing on Hall of Famers, like try and focus on some guys like this, and being that their cards aren't as expensive as Hall of Fame counterparts, be relatively inexpensive to build a little run. So it's a Cleon Jones rookie. As far as rookies in the set, there are, I believe, 3 Hall of Fame rookie cards. Jim Palmer, being I'd say the main one, and definitely because he's a solo, has a solo card by himself. There's also the Fergie Jenkins rookie and a Don Sutton rookie. Here's everyone's favorite Don Mossy. So I'm looking at these cards, I mean, all in all, not in the best condition. Some have issues, but even so, like, I don't know, just looking at them like this, I feel like they're presenting very well. Like, I know looking through them, I kind of thought they were in worse condition, but I don't know what it is for sure. It just kind of seems like on camera here, on the back, you can see the crease there, maybe just because it's through the text and stuff like that there in the black box, but I don't know. Definitely think they're showing off pretty good on the front. Hall of Fame Red Schoendienst on a manager card here. So yeah, I don't know going forward if this is this is a set that, I mean, obviously not taking on the set build yet, I don't know, but just looking at it, comparative to other years, I mean, all the rookie cards are, would not be very, there aren't any huge rookie cards. Like I mentioned in the last video, and this when I talked about 65, and then I mentioned how 65, I believe, has moved up to my second favorite set. Sorry, here's the Buck Belters with shout out to Theo. Clemente collector, just with the Pirates here. And then also I always keep finding cards like this, Don Field of Dreams cards with some Pirates and two dudes kneeling with bats in their hands. So it's a really nice one there. But I was saying 67 has moved up to, I think, my second favorite set of the 60s behind 60. But as far as rookie card wise, yeah, I don't know that I'm ever gonna be able to pick up the Seaver. So here's a Sandy Koufax. I can't tell. I guess it's not. I thought that might actually be a pinhole up there. I never actually noticed that before, but I will show you why I can't tell for sure if it is a pinhole, because if it is, it's been covered with glue on the backside there. So unfortunate that it's like that, but I'm pretty sure I picked this card up for like $8 or something like that at a show, so I was definitely okay with that. Here's another one of those just non-Hall of Famer, but great players, and I think he has some great looking cards there. Dick Groat. Nice Killebrew. So yeah, this set in general, like I was saying, I don't know. I put this near the bottom of my list for the 60s, and not because I think there's anything really wrong with it. There just isn't a lot that stands out to it for me. You know, obviously it has color with the color on the nameplate on the bottom and that stripe up top, but just not a whole lot that stands out in between cards for me, I guess. There's a second year Tug McGraw. So while I think it would be, as far as the 60s go, maybe one of the easier sets to work on comparatively, I just don't know that it's one I would want to. So a little bit more thought I have to go into there, but there's another guy that if I would just pursue player runs, I mean, Hall of Fame manager, but people forget about how good his playing career was, and I think his playing days cards are very affordable because of that. It's a nice Orlando Cepeda. So let me know in the comments then what your thoughts on this set are. Like I said, I mean, every set in the 60s I like comparative to other decades, or more so modern cards, I guess I'd say. Just comparative within sets from the decade, I would just put it lower on the list. But these league leaders and combo cards still give great opportunities for multi Hall of Famers on one card like this here with Koufax and Gibson. And there is, that's shown 65 with Koufax's 382 strikeout season. I believe I showed the Matty Alou before. Here's another one. You have the Jesus Alou. Some of these cards, actually the Catfish Hunter, I was debating right before I did this, before I started filming, there was a lot of wax staining on it, and I actually just used, people say to use pantyhose. I've used a napkin before. I found just a shirt works fairly well. I just the shirt I had on, I just pulled up the bottom and used the inside of it and wiped it. And I found every now and then when you try and get wax stains off like that, it sometimes causes the card to bubble a little bit. Like, you'll get rid of the stain, but kind of leave a little bit of indent or bubble behind on the card. But it actually worked really well on that one. Especially when I showed it on camera. I mean, you couldn't even see. It was night and day from when I started. So I forget there's like 2 cards are there. The 2 cards ago there that had this similar issue that I'll just have to work on that and it'll look a little bit better. But that's it for this set. Again, let me know your thoughts on the set in general, or any cards you saw in this video. And thank you for watching. And just remember, any card can be a great looking card, even if it has 4 soft corners. Thank you.